Welcome everyone, we're back in the cafe today. We're going to be making homemade mayonnaise, and then we're going to be making a Caesar dressing, and then to finish off we're going to be using the ingredients that we've got and making a Caesar salad. So we've got 250 ml of oil. It's going to be 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar, mustard, salt and pepper. They recommend to use 2 eggs, but I've found that it doesn't work very good using 2 eggs, so you need to have 3 eggs, and that's 3 egg yolks, not the full eggs. So what we'll do is we'll get the machine set up, put the blender into it. Now some people use stick blenders. I'm using this Ninja blender because it's absolutely brilliant. It'll do what I need it to do, and it'll blend it. Just when you're doing this, please make sure that everything is dry inside. It's really important. It needs to be dry and clean, or otherwise the egg mixture will split. So first things first, let's get the egg yolks in. I'm just doing that, splitting them out over the bin. Let's just keep doing that, and once these are done, we'll put it onto the pulser setting so we can just keep doing it. Now you want to gradually add the oil. That is really, really important, to gradually add the oil, or otherwise it will split. If you read up about this, there is ways to bring it back. I've found that bringing it back to life again is just a little drop of hot water will help it reset itself. So that's that one done. So let's get this one on. The only downside with the Ninja is it's got the suction plates on the bottom, which then causes it to stick. We're tilting this at an angle because we're not using a lot of eggs. We just keep mixing this up. This is a little trick that we learned years ago. If you haven't got enough mixture, just tilt it but hold on to it. That just keeps going. Let's keep doing it again. I'm just mixing it up now. Now we're just going to gradually add the oil. Bit noisy at the minute. You can see how much oil is going into it. I'm putting in a little bit at a time. So much easier with this Ninja. Keep going in. A lot of people, you want to rush it. Don't rush it. Please don't rush it when you're putting it in. But then add a little bit of salt and pepper now to it. Not going to put the mustard in until the last minute. Same with the vinegar. I want the mayonnaise to start working. The vinegar will help it set. I've already done is I've already got the chicken in the air fryer. So the chicken's already in the air fryer cooking away. Just for a Caesar salad, because we need to make sure that that one's going to be cold. And it will take all the oil that I've stated. We're nearly there, everyone. We are nearly there. Sorry about the noise, but I want to be showing you how it's working and how it's all going together. Put that in. Right, 2 teaspoons of vinegar. What we're going to do, teaspoon of vinegar, use the lid, 1 lid, 2 lids, that's almost equivalent to a teaspoon. Get the mustard in now, a little bit of mustard. I'm not going to put too much into it, so I'm just going to put half a teaspoon when I can get it in, and then another half a teaspoon, so I'm only putting 1 teaspoon of mustard in it. Some people do put 2 in it, but 1's enough for the minute. So that one's all ready to go. Give that a mix. And that's it, done. So let's just show you what this is like. And that's it, homemade mayonnaise. You can use a stick blender, but I'm choosing not to use a stick blender. Stick blender, just get a little taste. So there you have it, everyone. Homemade mayonnaise. Obviously, if you want to alter the seasoning to it, you can do. I'm choosing not to. But we're going to get all this mayonnaise out now. And then we're going to use this mayonnaise to make the Caesar dressing. And then we'll make the Caesar salad straight after. So now we're going to be making the Caesar dressing. Obviously, we've got the mayonnaise. We don't have to add any more salt and pepper to it because we've already done. So that mixture that we've done with them 3 eggs in it has made enough to be able to do a Caesar dressing and enough to be able to keep in the fridge. You could add some chili sauce to this, you could add some paprika to it, some barbecue sauce and do barbecue mayonnaise, chili mayonnaise. The list is never ended. So this one is, the ingredients for this one, we're going to be using mixed herbs, parsley, basil, a little bit of celery salt, as you know I all like, so I'm going to put a little bit of celery salt in. If you can get a little bit out. A little bit of celery salt, so there's not even a spoonful there, it's just a little bit of sprinkle. And I'll be putting some mixed herbs into it. Not loads, once I can get it out. Coming out, you little bugger. Okay, so some mixed herbs there. A little bit of parsley. I'm using all the dried ones rather than the fresh. And then we're going to put quite a bit of basil in there. There's quite a bit of basil. We're also going to be putting some white wine in there. Now we're using the non-alcoholic stuff, which you can see, 0 volume alcohol, and we're going to put a little bit in there. That's probably 2 capsules. Some people say, well, I've never seen white wine in my Caesar dressing. This is the way that I make it because it works alright. Now you're starting to get almost the colour that you want, not the consistency. So again, add a bit more white wine to it. Put something, get some in there. It's not going to hurt you because it's non-alcoholic. You could use alcohol one if you want. I'm choosing not to because I purely haven't got it. Now we get into the stage of Caesar dressing consistency. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you some Parmesan cheese in it. It needs to have some Parmesan cheese in it. That's what gives it that little bit of taste. Now we're using this grater. We've all got one of these at home, a 4-sided one. It's obviously got the fine grating side on, which is this one. It's got the one for slices, it's got the big one, and it's got the one for little dimples, but we're not going to bother with that one. We're going to be using this side, and we're just going to grate this one up. So you're getting like pretty much like that, and they're going to go in. I'm going to put quite a bit in it. Parmesan cheese is very expensive, very expensive. This isn't a cheap dressing to make, so don't think it is. Sometimes it is cheaper to buy it in, but what we're going to do is, because we've done it this way, we're showing you how to make the mayonnaise, we're showing you how to make the Caesar dressing, so you can make the mayonnaise and then just, fancy a bit of Parmesan cheese, get some Parmesan cheese and use that, and then turn the mayonnaise into the Caesar dressing. So now we're getting to the consistency that we want. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have a little bit of a taste and see what it tastes like. And that tastes like Caesar dressing. In all fairness, that does taste like Caesar dressing. I'm going to move that spoon out of the way. I'm just going to add a little bit more basil to it, because I think it needs a bit more basil in it. I'm also going to add a little bit more English mustard, which again, I'm only putting that much into it, just to give it that little bit of kick, a bit more kick. We'll move them out of the way, and then I'm also going to add a bit more wine to it. So we've probably put, in all fairness, about half a cup of wine in it, depending how big your cups are. Then add a little bit more Parmesan cheese to it, but I'm going to use this. I'm not going to use that one because that one's not very good. I'm going to use this one again, a little bit more grated in. I just want to give it that little bit more taste to it. So look at that, that's perfect consistency. So that's pretty much ready to go. We'll give it another taste, see what it tastes like. Excellent, excellent. That's an excellent one. Lydia, could you just go and get us that Caesar dressing, the bought-in one? So we're just going to get you the bought-in Caesar dressing, and just show you that there won't be anything that says white wine on there. So they try and keep it a little bit of a secret. So we'll get you that in. So this is a bought-in product. I'll try and zoom you in on. So you've got in it glucose, garlic. We could add more garlic in it. We've got cheese, milk, rapeseed oil, salt, lemon juice, pasteurised egg yolks, dried onion, black pepper. So there's nothing on there that says white wine. We've used white wine just to give it that almost identical taste. So now that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to grate a little bit more, and let's now put you together the Caesar salad. So that's Parmesan's ready to go. We're not putting any bacon in the Caesar salad. We're just going to put a little bit of two different types of olives, but we're also going to put some traditional anchovies in there. Not everyone's cup of tea on anchovies, but that's what we're going to do. Let's move that one out of the way. And let's get this chicken cut up now. So the chicken's done. We're going to get this cut up. I'm just going to chop it up quite rustically. Like that. We've got a bowl that we've got earlier. Obviously we are a busy kitchen, as people know. Right, so let's finish getting this Caesar salad prepped up using the big leaves. We're not using cost lettuce, because cost lettuce is quite expensive at the moment, so we're using baby gem. We're just going to put a little bit of baby gem all the way around the edges. Then we're going to use the little bits. Not everybody uses the little bits, but we're going to use the little bits in the middle. Nice and easy, everyone. Just what you want on a nice warm day. So we're going to sprinkle a couple of olives in there. Again, it's up to your personal preference on this one, but I like to use a couple of different ones. I'm only using small amounts of olives. We're going to put some chicken on there. Well, this is one full chicken breast. We're also going to put now some anchovies on there. Again, not a lot of places use anchovies for Caesar salad. We don't. It's just that while I'm doing this dish, I thought I'd try and do it as traditional as I can. And then we got some croutons going in. You can make these yourself. It's pretty much just fry them off in a little bit of butter. We've just shallow fried these ones. And then we're going to be adding some more olives to it. I just like to add a lot of colour to it. You've got a nice portion. Bit more olives. A little bit more of the anchovies. The anchovies are very oily, very salty, but they work really well with this dish. So that's the anchovies on there. And then we're going to put a little bit of this Caesar dressing, this homemade Caesar dressing on there. Like that. Beautiful. And then we're just going to finish it off with some Parmesan cheese on there. And there it is, everyone. So chicken Caesar salad. So we've done the homemade mayonnaise. We've then used the homemade mayonnaise to make homemade Caesar dressing, and we've finished up with a Caesar salad. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this. I'm sure I will, because I might even have it for my lunch.